What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Black Red Zombies. Hope you're ready for some Night of the Living Dead. We're going to play first. Get the chat closed out. Get the graveyard squared up. There we go. Now, as far as opening hand goes, yeah, this is pretty good. We're missing red for Lightning Bolt and Tymaret, but we do have Diregraf, Dreadwonder, and Relentless Dead. So let's go and keep on this one. Hopefully we draw into one of our fetch lands. We'll be good to go. I'll kind of cover what we got going on in just a second. So let's go and get the swamp down. And let's go ahead, I guess on this one, it doesn't really matter. Let's go and lead off with the Diregraf Ghoul, put it in place, give me a nice little 2-2 body, then we'll go and pass the turn. But yes, welcome to some Black Red Zombies. So as far as this deck goes, really the only Black Red Zombie that we're splashing for is Tymaret. And, okay, Dried Militant. But yeah, it's the only one we're splashing for, and I'll kind of cover one of the reasons that we have it in the deck here in just a second. Let's go and get our turn going. Draw into Gravecrawler, there he is. Let's go and get the swamp down. Let's go and swing in for 2, see if they want to offer up the block. If not, then we'll get him for 2, put him down to 18. Alright, they do. Get the Militant block, fair enough. We'll probably go ahead and dump the Dreadwonder and the Gravecrawler. That way if we hit the, let's go get that down. Go Gravecrawler, go Dreadwonder, anything else? No, we're going to go past turn. Alright, so we're going to be able to get him for 4 next turn. But yeah, so as far as Tymaret goes, it has an activated ability of ooh, missed land drop. That's a bummer. Drawing a Blood Crypt. Okay, let's go and swing it hot for 4. Drop him down to 16. And it might be mono white we're playing against. Path to Exile. Okay, fair enough. We're going to use that ability, grab ourselves a nice little swamp. There we go. Put it into play. And then let's go ahead and go Relentless Dead. That way if we do run into a zombie lord or something like that, we get into spots where we'll give them a nice little bonus and they won't have minutes because they can probably only get 1 creature down. Do we want to shock this in? Yeah, let's go and shock it in. We may want to go Lightning Bolt on the back end. Let's say they get a creature out. And we're really going to push that damage through, kind of stop them from swinging in. And they do hit the planes for the turn. Okay, get down Thalia. Let's go ahead and send the... No, let's wait. We can go for it next turn and get him for 4, because that first strike is really going to kind of put in some work on our two drop, our zombies with 2 power. Okay. See what we draw into. Draw into another Lightning Bolt. Let's just go ahead and go Lightning Bolt on this one. We're going to choose Thalia, so we're looking at the red and then 1 more for the tax. It's going to come in hot for 4. It's going to put opponent down to 14. Anything else? No, going past turn. But yeah, so as far as Tymaret goes, what we can do is we can sacrifice Gravecrawler. He did get exiled, but we can use his ability, sacrifice a creature, deal 2 damage to target player. This is one of those things that, excuse me, it's one of those things that is not that great, but late game, you can just get a little bit of extra value. Because there's a lot of games where you're going to be swinging in with one of your zombies, and maybe you just need to kind of push that extra 2 to 4 damage in, and then you can get in a spot to where you can kind of just get a little bit extra value. Swing in with Gravecrawler, sack it, then recast it because you have a bunch of zombies on the battlefield. So, alright, let's see what we draw into. Looking at another swamp. Let's go and get that down. It's going to come in hot for 4. Put him down to 10. And let's go and get the Murder King down. Sounds so metal. I love it. Okay, now let's take a look at Relentless Dead. They don't really, any sort of removal we're watching out for is going to be Path to Exile. But as far as Relentless Dead goes, we do have the mana for it. If something were to happen, if it dies, we can pay 1 black, return it to our hand. And then when it dies, we can pay X if you do return another target zombie creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. So if something happens to it right now, we do have the Diregraf Ghoul out of the battlefield. We can get on there. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Each player can't draw more than 1 card. Fair enough. And let's see what, okay, Sierra Avenger. So what we're probably going to do is go for Lightning Bolt on the Avenger. Now that puts them in a spot where they can still activate Smuggler's Copter by tapping the Spirit of the Labyrinth. Let's see how we want to sequence this. So we draw into Blood Scrivener. Okay, so let's go and go Lightning Bolt. Where do we want to go with this? Now Spirit of the Labyrinth is going to shut us off Blood Scrivener. If we're going to blast for that, then they're going to have 3 in the air. Let's go ahead and go for the... Yeah, let's go Lightning Bolt on Spirit. That way we can at least maintain... We're going to get down the Blood Scrivener. It's going to put us in a spot where we do want to draw those 2 extra cards. Maybe we can draw into something like Kolaghan's Command and take care of the Smuggler's Copter. Okay, we're going to get the crew. Fair enough. And then let's go ahead and get the Blood Scrivener down. And we could swing in with the Relentless Dead on this one. Or the Dreadwonder, but we don't have mana to bring Dreadwonder back, and then the Relentless Dead's just going to run into it. We get pay 1 to bring it back, but we're not really going to trade with anything, so they'll just get a chump block. So I think we're going to go and hold off on this one. So they're going to have that activation. Kind of puts them in a spot to where if they swing in with the Sarah Avenger, they can't activate Smuggler's Copter. They've only got 2 cards in the hand, so we're okay with this interaction right now. But now this is the point of the game to where you kind of, if you have a Gravecrawler, you can start sacrificing it and putting it Archangel of Ties. Whenever if it is untapped, can't attack you, and let's place 1 for each of those creatures. As long as it's attacking, creatures can't block unless they pay 1. Okay, fair enough. I get that down. Let's see what we draw into. But yeah, we can slowly chip away at that combat damage. Alright, Sarah Avenger swinging in for 3. It's going to put us down to 15. We're going to have the Blood Scrivener. We're going to draw 2 cards. Draw into Fatal Push. Let's go ahead and get the Catacombs down. So we can grab the Blood Crypt. If we want to, we can shock it in and still bring the Dread Wanderer back. We go Fatal Push. Yeah, let's go ahead and crack it. We're going to turn on Revolt for Fatal Push. That's a really good draw. Let's go ahead and shock this in. Let's go Fatal Push on the Archangel. And let's see if we see a crew from the Smuggler's Copter. Okay, we don't. Now, do we want to swing in on this one? We can still get a Tymaret activation, 2 up top once we swing in. Yeah, let's go and swing in on this one. I think I'm okay with this. Yeah, let's go and push in. So we're looking at 8 coming across, and we still have a activation we can go for and bring something back if we want to. I like that. Okay, we got the crew on Smuggler's Copter. See what block they go for. Go for the block on the Blood Scrivener. Fair enough. Alright, so we're going to get him for 6. And we're going to lose the Scrivener, but at least we're going to get him for 6. We can activate the Dread Wanderer, sacrifice it, 2 damage up top. So we can put him down to 2. And then we can go for the activation again the following turn. Let's go ahead and go for that now. That way we can bring it back, because we can only bring it back as a sorcery speed. So let's go ahead and activate Tymaret. 2 target player. So we're looking at black and then red. Let's go and sack the Dread Wanderer. 2 damage up top. And let's go ahead and bring it back out of the graveyard for 3. Okay, opponent scoops it up. We're going to have the 2 damage coming across the following turn. So it looks like we're playing against mono white taxes. We did see the little bird over there. I'm trying to think of what we want to bring in. Let's probably bring in the Terminates. Let's cut the Kolaghan's command. It'd be nice to have, but I like bringing in the Terminate to kind of take care of some of those bigger creatures. Anything else we want to bring in? Surgical Extraction, Smash. We could bring in Smash for the Smuggler's Copter. But I think I kind of like the way everything else. You know, argument could be made for it going down on Blood Scriveners. But, yeah, I think I like this. You know, if it eats a path or something like that, so be it. And then we're looking at Lifebane Zombie. We can exile a white card. Yeah, actually, let's make some room for Lifebane Zombie. We'll be able to exile one of the cards and get a nice little beat stick. What do we want to go down on? I like Tymaret in this matchup. I like the Fatal Pushes, Dread Wonder. Let's go down on 1 Cryptbreaker, not Bloodbreaker. And then let's go ahead and go down on 1 Lord of the Accursed. Okay, I like that. Sounds good. So we got the Lifebane Zombies coming in. We've got the Terminates coming in for 2. We still have Lightning Bolts. We still have Fatal Pushes. And we have a lot of fetches for activation. So it's pretty good. But yeah, as far as this deck goes, we're not necessarily going... Like, this Tymaret's the only black-red zombie that we have in here. So we're kind of going for a little bit more of a control style matchup. Or just kind of a light red splash with this one. Okay. Beautiful hand. We've got the Dread Wanderer. We've got the 2 Zombie Lords. Yes, we will keep on this one. Fair enough. Hopefully we can draw in some removal. That'll kind of help us push some zombies through. But this is a good open hand. Get the graveyard squared up. Okay, get down the Dryad Militant. Let's go and kick it over to our turn. Draw on the Gravecrawler. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the Swamp down. Let's go Dread Wonder. You always want to lead off with Dread Wonder because it's going to come into play tapped. And since we do have Gravecrawler in the hand, we get into spots where if we do hit Cryptbreaker off our draw next turn, then we can get that down and get a nice little card activation. Okay, Dryad Militant swinging in for 2, puts us down to 18. Draw into the Murder King. Let's go ahead. Do we want to shock this in right now? So look at the Murder King swinging in. We have Gravecrawler to kind of... Yeah, let's go and shock in the Blood Crypt. I like this. Let's get down the Murder King. It's going to put us down to 16. Anything else? Do we want to... No, we're just going to run into the Knight of the White Orchard. Yeah, let's just go and pass the turn. Don't want to swing in. Okay, so next turn we're looking at going for Lord of the Accursed. It's going to give our zombies a nice little bonus. And then if they do have Path to Exile, we'll at least have Death Barons, a little bit of backup duty. So with them swinging with the 2/2 first strike, by us having a 3/3 Death Touch, it'll kind of make a little bit of a difference from stopping that coming across. And then we have the nice little synergy with Gravecrawler on the Tymaret activation. So Dread Wonder, you can definitely do it with the Murder King, but it's a little bit slower, kind of a little bit better late game. But yeah, it's been pretty fun so far. I think this black-red deck and the black-green deck are tied for my favorite so far. The black-blue one was fun. It might have needed a little bit more work, but I enjoyed it. Okay, swinging it for 2. Fair enough. Put us down to 14. See what we draw for the turn. Just making sure I'm recording. Sometimes I don't hit the record button. I mean, it's happened once, so I just always have this fear that I didn't hit the record button. Okay, draw into another swamp. Let's go and get the swamp down. So we're looking at 4 cards in hand, 3 mana. Let's go ahead and go Lord of the Accursed. I like this. That way if they have removal, they'll use it just on the little zombie bonus, and then next turn we can follow up with Death Baron and give that little Death Touch bonus. Okay, so we're looking at 6 coming across. Put them down to 14. If we tap out, well, we'll actually Lord of the Accursed and kind of stop them from swinging in. Let's go and push in on this one. If they want to trade with the Militant, I'm fine with that. Swinging in for 6, put them down to 14. Then we get into spots where we get down Gravecrawler, and the Death Baron next turn will be pretty good. I feel like if they had Path to Exile, they probably would have used it on Lord of the Accursed to get rid of that zombie bonus. Aven Mind Sensor. Okay. We got our splash card out with the Blood Crypt, so we're okay on that one. Okay, so let's re-rack. So they've got 6 coming across, 2 in the air, 4 on the ground. We do have Lord of the Accursed. Ooh, Path to Exile. There we go. Let's go and, yes, we're going to use that ability. Get the swamp down. Oh, excuse me, yeah. Didn't find it. Fair enough. But we do have the swamp next turn, which we can still go for Death Baron and get down Gravecrawler. Oh, Fiend Hunter. Brutal, man. We're going to try. We'll try our best. At least we'll still have Death Touch with the Murder King. So then we'll kind of be looking at just 2 in the air. Okay. Draw into another swamp. Let's go and get the swamp down. Let's go and go Death Baron. Looking at 1, 2, 3. And then let's go and go Gravecrawler. Now, so we're looking at 2 in the air. It's going to put us down to 6. Kind of going to be able to stop them from swinging in, at least with the Murder King. So we're looking at kind of chump blocking them getting in. Let's say they swing out. We can trade with Death Baron if we want to. But at this point, let's kind of hope maybe we draw into another piece of removal to kind of slow them down. If not, they may take this game. Okay, get down the Sarah Avenger. But yeah, so I always enjoy playing against mono white. It's always a fun little deck to play against. There's always some nice little interactions. And I am recording in the tournament practice room. Just giving you a heads up. You know, that matters to some people. And when you're playing a deck that's not tier 1, you just don't want to run into just Eldrazi, Tron, and Burn all day. It's not fun. This is a nice little interactive match of magic, so I'm okay with that. Okay, draw into Blood Scrivener. Let's go and get the swamp down. Alright, so we're looking at 5 in the air next turn. And then we just simply won't have enough bodies to stop this. So let's go and scoop this one up. They take it. Fair enough, man. That's some nice little path. It's some nice little remove of the Fiend Hunter. Okay, let's go over to sideboarding. Anything else we want to change? Man, I think we could bring back in... yeah, they're just getting so many creatures out there. Let's go and bring in those Kolaghan's commands. And let's cut one more Lily and bring in that Terminate. I kind of like that. Go a little bit more spot removal heavy. And as far as these decks go, you know, I'm not presenting these decks in the manner of saying, like, hey... this is Black-Red Zombies. This is how you should play it. If you have any suggestions, hop in the comments. Let me know. I always check them. I always like to read them. And, you know, on decks like this, you know, sometimes I miss certain things. Like my Black-Blue Zombie deck, somebody pointed out a few key cards that would actually work really well in there. I was like, hey, awesome, man. Thanks for pointing those out. Okay, let's go ahead and play first. Definitely want to play first. We're looking at Gravecrawler, Dread Wonder. Yeah, let's go. I mean, if we had 2 lands, I would want to keep this one. But if we just don't hit the land drop, we're just kind of a little out of luck on this one. Okay, this is good. We got Blood Crypt, Catacombs, a little more removal heavy, but we can make it work. See what's on top. Gravecrawler. Yeah, let's go and put that on top. Let's go ahead and lead off with the... we don't want to shuffle the Gravecrawler away. Let's go and put the Blood Crypt in play taps. Not going to pay 2. Nope, we're good. They want to get something down for 1. It's okay. Let's go and pop the graveyards back out. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, if you've played this deck before or something, get after it. Let's go and put down the Catacombs, and let's go and go for the Gravecrawler. If we need to, we can crack and get Lightning Bolt on any sort of creature they get out there. And then hopefully we hit the land drop for the turn. We go Lifebane Zombie, kind of catch one of the zombies out of the hand. But yeah, even if we don't win this match, I've definitely enjoyed it so far. It's been a nice little showing what the deck's capable of. So I'm probably going to go ahead and post it up. Let's go and crack this Catacombs. Let's grab the... just going to grab another Blood Crypt. Why not? Put it in play tapped. Okay. Do we... Nope. Drawn another lightning bolt. Not too bad. Let's go and swing it for 2. We just go Gravecrawler Beat Sticks. It's the new infect. Just clear the way for Gravecrawler, and he will slowly win you the game in 10 turns. Okay, get our opponent down to 18. Anything else? No, we're going to go to pass turn. So we have Terminate online. We have and double Lightning Bolt. So we can kind of stop whatever they're going to get out. If they go for the Sarah Avenger, will be turn 3. I think that you can get it out now. Or whatever sort of 3-drop they get out, we'll at least be able to take care of it. Non-creature spells cast 1 more to cast. Okay, let's go and go for the Lightning Bolt on that. Looking at red. Kick it back over to our turn. Draw into the Murder King. Let's go and swing in for 2. Keep one to attack before we get to that step. Okay, going to put him down to 16. And let's go and go to the Murder King. It kind of gives us a little bit more clock on the ground. And then next turn, if they get any sort of taxing effect out, we can go for, we'll still have Lightning Bolt or Terminate to kind of do a little bit of cleanup duty. And we have, once we hit the 3rd land drop, we have Lifebane Zombie and Kolaghan's Command to go for. Hero of Bladehold. Fair enough, man. It'd been nice to catch up to Lifebane. See if we get the land drop. Relentless Dead. Okay. Let's go and swing it for 2. If they chump block, then we have Lightning Bolt. Maybe they don't see it. Coming in hot. They may block on the Murder King. Okay, they don't. Oh, excuse me, we have Terminate. I'm thinking we've got Terminate in the hand. Yeah, we're going to go and fire that up. Let's go for it. Yeah, just in case they have Mana Tithe. You never know when that happens. Let's go Terminate. Yeah, I forgot Terminate was kind of tucked away over there. Okay, take care of Hero Bladehold. Get them for 2. Yeah, I was thinking... I was just absent-minded that we weren't able to cast Terminate. I think I was still thinking that we had the Wingmare out there. That's what it was. Okay. Archangel. Fair enough, man. And then let's see. We draw into a swamp. Let's go and get the swamp down. Do we want to push on this one? Yeah, let's go and push in. I'm okay with that. Let's go and push in. We have the activation from Tymaret if we want to. And then if not, we can... we'll have Lifebane Zombie. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Do we want to pay 2 for that? It'll still leave up Lightning Bolt. Yeah, let's go and pay 2. Yes. And that puts them in a spot to where they might go and chump block, and we still kind of push that, push through the damage with Lightning Bolt. Okay, they do go for the block. We're going to get in for 2, put them down to 10. And let's go and go for the Lightning Bolt. Okay, take care of them. All right, now, Tymaret, now that he's in the graveyard, we do have the activation to bring him back for 1 colorless and 1 black. Return it to your graveyard from your hand, sack a creature. So we get into spots where we can sack the Gravecrawler on the 2nd main phase. Oh, if not, if it doesn't get Fiend Huntered. Little zombie hunter right there. Okay, fair enough, man. And then Dried Militant, and then let's see. Drawn to Cryptbreaker. Okay, we can go Relentless Dead on this one and then go Cryptbreaker and get into spots where if we hit a Zombie Lord, we might be able to kind of apply enough pressure on this one. With it dumping their hand, they had enough mana to where if they would have had a big beat creature, they would have gone for it. So let's go and go Relentless Dead. You kind of just want to have more bodies on the battlefield. Get down the Cryptbreaker, and then we'll go and pass the turn. So next turn we're looking at Lifebane Zombie or Kolaghan's Command. One thing that we can do is we can go Kolaghan's Command. I don't know if we want to make our opponent discard a card. We do have the 2 damage being dealt to the Dryad Militant, which will take care of the Militant, and then we can make them discard a card, or we can bring back the Murder King. We'll see. All right, see if they want to swing in on this one. Oh, we got him. Got the Fiend Hunter swinging in. We want to block. I mean, we stop 1 damage. I mean, what? If they have Sunlance, they would have used it. Okay, we'll just go and chump block right there. Puts them down to 1. If we lose, not lose, if we lose Relentless Dead because of that, so be it. Okay, they get in for 2. Anything else they're going to go for? So they've got 2 cards in the hand. Maybe they're flooded? See, we draw them 2. Draw the Catacombs. Let's go and get the Catacombs down. Do we want to stick a Lifebane Zombie? Let's go and swing in. Swing in for 3. See if they have any removal. Okay, puts them down to 7. Yeah, let's go and go Lifebane Zombie. I like that. It's going to be an extra. It has Intimidate. It can't be blocked unless by artifact creatures or creatures that share a color with it. So let's go Lifebane Zombie. See if they have anything in the hand, any sort of creature. They might be flashing something in, like Avian Mind. Yeah, I think Avian Mind Sensor has flash. We can grab whatever creatures in the battlefield. And the next turn we're looking at, okay, reveal their hand, see what they got cooking in the kitchen. And it looks like they're going to, you know, we can only take a green or white creature, so, okay, Path to Exile in response, fair enough. Yes, we'll use that ability, get the swamp onto the battlefield. See what's left. Ghost Quarter. Fair enough. Then let's go ahead and do we want to? No, let's leave up Fatal Push just in case we need to take care of the Fiend Hunter. Okay, so next turn if they don't block, get the Ghost Quarters going to cross that off. There we go. So if they swing in, but more likely they're kind of going to swing in with the Dried Militant. Fair enough. So we're at least going to be able to push in with the Relentless Dead. It's going to have menace, puts them down to 5. We've got Kolaghan's Command for 2, puts them down to 3. Drawn the Dread Wanderer. Okay. Now, if we swing with Cryptbreaker, we're just going to lose Cryptbreaker. So we may end up going for a Cryptbreaker activation. Discarding a card Dread Wanderer, and then we can bring it back. Let's go and swing in with Relentless Dead first. Coming in hot. Puts them down to 5. And then let's go ahead and make a zombie. We just need extra bodies on the battlefield. Let's go and put the Dread Wanderer. And let's go and crack and then go and grab a swamp and then bring the Dread Wanderer back. We just want to get into spots where we can push through that final damage. We're going to be able to swing it at least for 2, hopefully. I mean, get two creatures through. Not either White Orchard, okay. Now they're sitting at 5 and they just played the last hand for the turn. So what can we do? So we're looking at, go for a Tymaret activation next turn, bring it back, cast it, sack. We're looking at 2 and then cast it. Yeah, we're not going to have enough for both of that. Drawn to Blood Scrivener. Okay. So we swing out. Doing a Kolaghan's Command something first. So if we Kolaghan's Command, we can send it up top, depending on how they block. Yeah, let's go ahead and go. Let's go Kolaghan's Command. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, 2 damage. Okay, let's bring back Tymaret. Let's choose the Knight of the White Orchard. Let's go for that. We're going to bring it back to our hand, take care of that. That way we're at least going to be able to push in with Menace on Relentless Dead. If we lose Cryptbreaker or something like that, then we can just simply recast Tymaret and have the activation the following turn. Okay, coming in hot. Got the block on the Dread Wanderer. Block on the Cryptbreaker, fair enough. Get in for 4. Puts them down to 1. Let's go and go the Murder King. So right now we're basically looking at, they have no cards in hand. We have the Murder King activation next turn, even if they get another creature down. And then they'd have to have something like Wrath of God to kind of take care of it. And then we still have Blood Scrivener. Okay, there we go. Close it out. I will take that against Mono White. Taxes, I guess? I don't know. Mono White, not really Devotion, but good little match right there. So, alright everybody, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks.